Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Riverbend Springs and welcome back to my beef farm that we are building from scratch here. And today is quite an exciting day. You'll see that our money went from about £100,000 and it's plummeted. Frankly, it has gone all the way down. We've spent some big money, and today we are going to get ready to recoup some of that money and see what we've spent it on, if that makes any sense. So we bought a new combine. New to us combine, at least. We're getting rid of the Massey. It's all in aid of trying to make this as much of a British theme, British style beef farm as possible. So I felt that the Massey, whilst a lovely combine, wasn't really fitting the bill. Wasn't doing what I was wanting it to do. So we have traded it in, really. By the time we sell this one, we should be very similar in terms of costs, because this is not badly priced at all. So what we're going to do, the header trailer has already been in and has been serviced through and cleaned up there. So we need to do the same for the combine, get that ready to go so we can get our best price possible. And then yeah, it's for sale, it's to go, because we need to make that money back. So we will just, looks like we need to reattach yourself here. We're going to pull this now. Today we're also, it's a quiet day, February. There's not a lot happening in terms of contracts there. So we've done a few Deadwood contracts already. So what we're going to probably look to do, there's no cattle to sell. It's going to be March, where we'll get everything away and get that started again. So we'll probably go and get some winter ploughing done of our own after this. Because we've got one field that we can definitely get going with. And that'd be nice just to get ahead of the game for when we are ready to start doing a little bit of work there. And we can also actually, whilst we're in telehandler, get some bales ready for later on to feed. Everything's really good right now, it's in a great place. But they will want a bale or two just to get them through the rest of the day. So we'll just get a couple of these ready. Plenty of bales left as we head into the end of winter, early spring. Look how many we've got, and there's still hay left to go at as well, which is superb. Very, very satisfying. And it just means that we're saving so much money not having to like panic buy in bales, which was quite a costly exercise, so I'm pleased we don't have to do that. And also at the moment now, because of a large portion of our stock are so young, they're not eating as much, so it does mean that we've got a little bit more control on that side of things too. So very, very happy with it all. There was a video that came out yesterday, but unfortunately because of me being an idiot, some of the scheduling was a bit messed up there, so it kind of got a bit buried because of an update to Longford Farm. So it is what it is, but yeah. Oh, they're looking pretty good. I think they're a little bit further away. So we're going to push on. I'm looking to... Let's have a quick peek here. Oh, they've run out of food. That's why they're not doing so well. They'll get them fed straight away then. So I've been doing some thinking as well. It was always the idea that we would take this farm whenever the time comes to join a new... a new server of some sort, or a new map, sorry, of some sort. It's obviously going to be a British style map. I'm toying with the idea of making a few of my own cattle sheds as well, just so we've got something that really fits what I'm after, because I just don't really feel like we have that at the moment. So that is what's on my mind, because then I can really, for example, if it's a map such as Carmson's Farm that arrives next, or whatever else she's working on, there's going to be a lot of people jumping on that one, and I want to make something a little bit different. So that's what we might look into doing there. But we will very much wait and see on that front. Otherwise, it will be a case of everything gets transferred across there, and we will move forward with it. Maybe try and see how that looks. But that's a long way off there. What we'll be looking into doing here is just keeping ourselves going, expanding where we can, making the most of our current situation, and jumping with it. But for now, let's get the combine out. Let's get it into the shed to give it a bit of a service up. I did a contract the other day with our new plough as well, and boy is that a lot faster. Just bigger and much, much better to work with. So hopefully we can get something else, get some more ploughing done this afternoon, get to this field. We'll have to plough this over, then we'll spread the lime on it because we mulched it by mistake first. And then we can get rid of the muck spreader as well. So that should all work out pretty well. But anyway, for the last time, into the Massey. I do like this combine, but it's just doesn't quite fit. Okay, and back we go. Nice and slowly. There's a set of mowers over there I would really like to avoid. I think we have. Wonderful. There's a baler on my right somewhere. There it is. going that way. I think we'll just scoot around. Hey, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Wonderful stuff. So this combine worth when it's serviced up, I think it's worth about 80,000 or something, or no, maybe like 50,000. So that's a good amount. Header trailer on there as well, so we'll make a big chunk of money back, which would be good. And I'm just happy with the direction that the new one will take, because it's about the same size. Header's probably fractionally smaller actually, but it just fits what we're looking for here. And we'll get this all serviced up and see where that goes. Okay. About 3,000 to repair. Oh, so it's even less than that at the moment. Actually, it's 38,000 pounds. So yeah, we'll have to make a bit of money back there. We'll do a couple more contracts, but that's okay. It's a move I want to make. And of course, yeah, the painting. It says it's such low value on the paint job, but really, I don't see that at all. Anyhow. Anyway, we'll get it done, and we'll get it sold off. There's not much else I can do with this tractor at the moment. Everything is looking okay there. And yeah, really at the moment as well. Unfortunately, February being February, we're starting to get a few contracts in. There you go. I've just been doing some very small, tiny deadwood contracts. I'm kind of staying away from wood transport. I did so many of them to get us into the position that we are now. That yeah, kind of just staying away from it. And because the farm is a little bit more self-sufficient now, and it's able to, you know, with the selling of beef there, we'll get into a good spot. I'm very happy just to kind of leave that be and let it take over itself. So, you know, we will kind of stay with that approach for now, I do believe. So let's get the New Holland out. We will get our plow into there as well. There's nothing of any value in there to me at the moment, sadly. Not that one could really afford it right now, but we should probably give this a bit of a wash down. I tried to service up my pressure washer as well, Paul, if you're watching, and that didn't really do anything. So my key bindings still don't work. So I'm still stuck with this modded pressure washer, but yeah, at least I can get everything cleaned off this way at least. Perfect stuff. And then when you come, we're probably going to have some stuff from the greenhouse to sell off soon as well. That'll be good. Okay, and around the corner we go. Plow's getting a little bit of wear on it there. It was only a small contract we did, but yeah, it's certainly a little bit wider, a little bit more efficient really to use this. Now we're just going to have to lift her up and hope it doesn't crack off the roof. Kind of did. What's happening in front of me here? No, nothing good. Alright. So we're all set to go here. Fuel's looking good as well. But what I think we'll do is, I think we'll leave this and we'll go and take away our header trailer first, and header, get that sold off where we can. I love the water effects. I mean, look how superb this thing looks in the bright daylight there. Ah, just excellent, absolutely excellent. Now it says it doesn't need ploughing yet. It does need rolling, of course. We do need to figure that one out. We'll probably have to at least one, because those rollers for the handful of fields I have are just too large. But we'll get onto that one. I think that is an absolutely perfect setup for here. The plough is a bit large for what we need, but when you factor in that we will be aiming to do contracts where we can, it kind of makes it a bit more appropriate. Okay, so what we're going to do is leave it there for a moment. Go and pick up our new combine. And we will bring that back down to the yard there, because we haven't sold this one off yet, but we have paid for the new one. So it makes sense for us to go and get that. So join me in the cab. We'll get on over there, pick it up, and bring it back to the yard and have a look at it. Well then, folks, we may have gone up in the generations of combines, but we haven't gone up much in speed. It's still a bit of a slow machine, but not to worry, we're nearly home. And it is, some of you may be able to tell what we're looking at already. Obviously, we are inside the class cab. But some of you may have figured out what exactly what model it is, but we will have a look at it very soon as we get around that corner there. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's just something that I feel like fits a little bit more, and it's as we continue to really build this this farm up, I just could be happy with making this change. So we'll come through the track here. It doesn't need to be too big because we don't have too much to harvest at the moment there, but it's certainly big enough for what we have and what we could look to do as well moving forward, because I think that will be important to always think about future-proofing. As we come around the corner, lovely stuff. Some lights turned off here as well, and we will just for now at least park it up and leave it. We'll get it put into the shed very shortly, but yeah, let's have a look at the difference here and see what we've got. So let me know what you think if you guessed right, but we're looking at the median 310. Now I really like this. It's a nice size combine for what we need. Like I mentioned there, the header is slightly smaller, about half a meter smaller, but it's going to be fine for what we need. It's yeah, lovely combine, lovely small combine, does exactly what we need it to, and will work a treat. About the same cost once we factor in, you know, repairing the combine fully, will be very, very similar there actually. So I'm not too concerned about that at all. And yeah, I just like it. The head trailer isn't the right one; it's a bit big, but hey, maybe if we find a need to upgrade again in the future, we can keep that header trailer and just you know, trade it in, trade everything else in. But no, I think that's going to work out very well for us indeed. So we'll look for a buyer for the Massey, and we will see where it goes, and you know, make a little bit of money back off that one. But for now, we're going to get this field turned over, and that will be us in a good place once we get that done. There's not really much else to do today, as we just kind of keep an eye on all things contracts and animals. We'll turn over our plough. Like I say, an absolute beast of a plough. I really do like this thing. And then we will get to work. This is about 3 meter width here, working width. So what we're going to do is go to hide worker there. 5 headlands will be fine. Work direction's looking good. It's a nice square field. And then we can probably turn those off and go okay. And then we will just going to kind of find its line. We'll lower you down. See how we're looking here for the first one. And away we go. Excellent stuff. So there's a few other things that we're going to be looking to change out as well. The grain trailer is for one. I've got an idea what I'm going to do with that one. And then we've got a spray, we've got a fertilizer spin. That's all looking good. Drill's looking okay for now as well. So we'll get in there really. Most of the implements we will be purchasing when we have the time and the money to, whereas the things like the mainline fleet, so the tractors and the telehandler, will continue to be out financed, but they're not going to need to be swapped out anytime soon. And we'll be able to transfer those over to the new farm whenever that time does arrive, and that shouldn't be a problem. Lovely big old working width on the plough there, just superb. Really do like to see that. Yeah, should make mincemeat of this field and get it done in no time at all. Because we mulched the ground there a little bit, the textures of the terrain's a little bit all over the place in the furrow, but I can work with that. As long as we get everything covered over, that'll be fine with me. And we can get it all drilled up probably in March, or hopefully in March. Get the rest of this lime spread into here as well, so then we should really see and reap the benefits of a full yield from that point on. So it shouldn't take us too long to do this field at all. We'll get it all done today, get ourselves into a good position. There's not too much else that we can do today either, so what we'll end up doing is just fiddling around the yard, feeding the cattle, putting the combine away, that kind of stuff, and getting ourselves ready for March, where hopefully we'll see a few more contracts coming through. I want to try and get a bit more diversity into the contracts that we've been doing. Perhaps not just pick them based off of value, because that's not quite as important for us anymore, but pick them off of interest and machinery types and that kind of stuff, and get a bit more experience across the board with some of those different machines that we've not really had to use too much. you go. And we're away. So really for a February, I think we'll leave it here. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the new combine there, if you would have done that or if you'd have made a different move. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it looked good for us. So let us know what you think, and we will crack on and see you in March. So until then, thank you very much for watching as always. I do hope you have enjoyed. I've been Simulation for the Nation. If you like this series and you've yet to do so, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button as well, and we will see you all in the next one. Till then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.